everyone to round 6 of the of the Formula Track Stars Championship. We are live from the Temple of Speed, as they call the Monza. So we were at Catalunya last week. Obviously, I was racing, so I couldn't be in the combox. So we've got myself, Sol in the combox. So we'll see how it goes. I haven't been in here for a while. So yeah, we'll just wait and see. So as we nearly get ready for qualifying, I'll put up some standings and I'll block up the screen here. Question is, can anyone stop Trappett? Trappett is on an absolutely fantastic run at the moment in the series. He's been pretty dominant so far over the last 5 rounds. Obviously, except for Bathurst, he had a little bit of an average run, but yeah, he's doing outstandingly well this season. He's obviously found some R&D that other people haven't, and yeah, he's doing quite a solid job. So he's obviously leading the championship on 1,434, followed by O'Shea on 1,280. Closely behind him is Patasso on 1,258. So MSR are currently leading the team's championship. They are got 288 points lead over CP Motorsports, with WTC Racing in their debut season sitting 3rd. My apologies for the little bit of graphic error there. Position 3rd for the team's championship. I just grabbed it off Discord. So yeah, we'll wait and see how this goes. But until then, we are set here at Monza. So the boys are all strapped in, ready to go. They'll be going live for qualifying very, very shortly. And yeah, so everyone's doing pretty well so far. Sorry, this message exploded here. So the fastest time at the moment is as they call him, Mr. Sleepyhead John. There he is, P6, and Mr. Sleepyhead John Shepherd. So unfortunately, we don't have any main WTCR drivers tonight. We do have Lansdell filling in for Ando in the 787 car, and then we do have, let's see if I can find the car. We have Taylor filling in for Juvie in the 117. So they're all ready to go. So I shall start qualifying. It'll be a 10-minute session with a 43 lap race after it. Yeah, that's a good start there, Brian. Pat only has 290 points, less than the entire It's Racing Esports team combined, and that includes a race win of mine from Bathurst. So, look, you know, as much banner as I give Pat, he's doing absolutely fantastic this season. So I definitely like to see the cars go pretty well here. So just keep an eye on everyone through qualifying. They do have the as I said, the keyboard compatibility, so it'll be nice to see. But we also have Blackman back in the car this week for It's Racing. So he's had a couple of weeks off, and saying that, he lagged massively through there. Quite a bit of lag there coming from Blackman, so we'll just keep an eye on that and see how that goes. Yeah, drivers are out here. They do have the mandatory compounds, which will either be a hard or a medium for a minimum amount of laps. And hopefully we'll see some spicy running that we have so far. actually have Campbell, who's for the CP. He had a very unfortunate finish at Catalunya. He got a really bad exit out of the last corner, and Trappett ended up swooping up for the win on that one. So yeah, that was definitely unfortunate one for him. But I guess that's kind of what you got to go with for roll with the punches, and then obviously see how it goes. So unfortunately, he had a bit of a unfortunate run, but what do you do? So we'll just keep an eye on a couple of the drivers. So Campbell's going through Ascari here. Jump back up to the front. We've got Blackman leading the charge in the number 14 Inch Racing Esports Delara SF19 Honda, obviously powered by Honda. He's got a fair bit of lag there. Oh, that's really not kind of what he wants there through Variante della Roggia. Sorry about my pronunciation. We'll flick back onto Aussie as he goes through the through Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. On the run, down here on this long back straight, all the way up to Ascari. He's got Trappett hunting in behind him. That's probably not what people want, is to have the man that's currently leading the championship sitting in a slipstream of Taylor. Looks like Trappett's not really using the overtake, he's just kind of waiting in behind, seeing how it goes as they come into Parabolica here. Trappett kind of really wants to sit behind him as he gets on the overtake. Runs a little bit wide there through Parabolica on the run up to Variante de Ridifilio. My apologies again for the pronunciations of some corners. I'm not as advanced as what old Spud would be. So I'm going to give it a crack and see how we go. Oh, Trappett really coming together here with Taylor. Not too sure if that's what he wants, but I think he just wants to get past him when there's roughly about 7-ish minutes to go. 6.5. So he's currently fastest with 128.6, but the question is, anyone else who has potential? One person we've got to keep an eye on here is John. Oh, Shepherd, he's got some damage there. Front and front right, probably kind of not what you really want. We do have the safety car in play. How do I get to 15? There we go. We got Dallas in the safety car, just chilling in pit lane. Hope he's got the Skittles or the peanuts or the popcorn ready for this to happen. As Trappett comes around here in Parabolica, runs really wide there. He may get a penalty for that. Not overly sure. We'll wait and see, but yeah, he's sets a purple lap, but he wasn't even trying. That's incredible. He's on the overtake here, coming into Variante de Ridifilio. Runs a little bit deep there, probably not what you want. When you use the overtake, it really kind of extends that braking marker. Quite a lot. Shea pips him there with 27.5, but we've got to keep an eye on here what his sectors are. He's just burnt that in. I'm not too sure what he's doing here. We have Breeder back in for Robo Sport as well. So he had a couple of weeks off, he wasn't feeling well. We've got Breeder in the number 20 Robo Sport racing car. Oh, really coming under pressure here from on the back of Blackman. Probably not what he wants, just kind of dips out of that. A lot of lag there from Blackman. Landster with a 28.1. So he did just finish here his F2 race, so I wonder how he will go in the main series car, because they do handle quite a lot different. quite differently. Sorry. It's actually quite surprising what the 40 kilos of ballast does to the car as it goes purple through sector 1. So we'll keep an eye on Lansdale and see how he goes. As Shepherd just kind of makes a bit of a bad run through Variante de la Roggia. Again, apologies for the pronunciations of some words, but O'Shea's jumping into the pits here. He's going to put a fresh set of boots on and give it another go. Trappett's on the overtake here. He's pushing. He's on a push lap. He feels like his tyres are really up to temp now. He's on a maximum push. See what he can get here. We'll keep an eye on him through this second split. Purple by 8 tenths. He's going to be 26. He's going to be quite a quick lap. Gets a nice run through Ascari. Lansdale goes faster again with a 127.7. Question is here, what is Trappett going to put in? Really nice corner entry there. Can't run too wide here, otherwise you get a penalty. 126.6, that's a very, very nice lap there from Trappett. Just run back down to the grid there. He's looking for a second push lap as well. So we got Trappett on pole position at the moment with a 126.6. Breeder on in second with a 127.1. O'Shea in third with a 127.5. Lansdale in fourth with a 127.7, who's about to go faster. He's 4 tenths up. Harcourt here with a 128.8 in fifth. That's some very nice running there at the moment for Harcourt. Campbell down here in sixth place. Not really kind of where you'd want to see Campbell. As I say that, he's just jumped up into 5th place. We've got Foster-Rock in 7th for the Ice Racing Group. And obviously the new colours for the team. And then we have Walker down here in 9th place. I'll give you guys a funny stat. Walker and Old Man, they don't actually use any overtake. Crazy, right? It was actually an interesting one on why I said it, and he goes, I don't feel like I need to use it. I'm like, fair enough. So he just obviously relies on just raw pace to get him on the front, which I respect. I quite respect it quite a lot. So yeah. We got Blackman in the laggy 14, down here in 10th place. Taylor down in 11th. Old Man, my apologies again, in 12th. Calypso in 13th. Patasso in 14th. Hopefully he's in for a better lap here. This isn't kind of really where we want to see Patasso down the bottom. Man, it looks like he's really struggling there. Oh, he's on his final lap as well, so Patasso's on to be at the back of the field. Minute 30.4 jumps him up into 12th. That's very, very surprising, having him down all the way down there. Shepherd jumps up into second, and I did see Walker move up on his last lap. So yeah, this is very interesting. The grid is really jumbled up here. Good to see Breeder back. Oh, John's got him by 0.002. That's close, but mate, Trappett with a 126.4. That's crazy. That's crazy pace. Nice stat there, Jum, and I prefer it. Its racing driver is the only person to beat Trappett this season, and it's a substitute too. Yeah, which is quite funny, and I'll keep that. I'll keep that in the back of the back of the back of the bank to remember forever. Drivers just finishing laps now, and then I have a little bit of a briefing, and then we'll go racing. And we'll go live for the Formula Track Stars round 6 here at Monza. The as they say, when you have a weekend there, Festival of Speed. A really short me with a really big head, mate. I gotta take it when I can. You've been pretty much unstoppable this season. Standings are showing, but as I said, credits where credit's due. You really pulled your finger out this year and got your head down, and you're just on this year. It's what can I say? So we'll just run through the grid here. We've got Trappett in first, Shepherd in second, Breeder in third, Lansdell in fourth, O'Shea in fifth, which is actually also an interesting one considering he's had some pretty good pace this year, challenging Trappett for some wins every now and again. Obviously, especially that one at Watkins Glen. That Watkins Glen race was really really interesting and good to watch. So. We'll continue going down the grid. We've got Campbell in 6th, Harcourt in 7th, Kosterok in 8th, Walker in 9th, Blackman in 10th, Taylor in 11th, Patasso in 12th, which is, as I said, that's very surprising seeing Patasso down there. Maybe he hasn't really kind of come to the terms of the car, but might see Trappett give Patasso a couple of little pointers on where he may be going and not going. And then Old Man in 13th, Calypso in 14th, and then Dallas down there in the safety car down in 15th place. So that's qualifying for round 6 of this Formula Track Stars Championship, and until then I'll just wait for the call from Mr. Spud, and I shall be back. ladies and gentlemen, we are back. They are ready to go. Spud's giving the all clear. Ready for 43 laps around this spectacular, high-speed, high-tyre wear track of Autodromo Nazionale Monza. Who are we going to place some Monopoly money bets on? Who are we going to place the bets on, ladies and gentlemen? Use your money on. I'm going to support my man in John. Waiting for those lights to go out. Three, 4, 5. And as they say, lights out and away we go. As they say in F1. Oh, John gets the jump on Trappett. Lansdale. Trappett has a horrible start. We want to keep an eye on here. Shepherd goes deep into one. Drops all the way to the back. That's really not what he wants. Everyone through. Even Dallas got through as well. But Trappett takes an early lead after Shepherd goes really deep into one. On those soft tyres. Must have misjudged his braking mark or completely missed him. Lansdale runs deep as well. Into the chicane of 4 and 5 there of Oriente della Roggia. And that's given Pat an early lead. He's on those medium tyres. That's kind of not really where you want to let... not where you want him. We'll see if Lansdale can bring back some speed. He's out to a 1.6 second gap at the moment. Shepherd all the way back here in 6th. Let's go through some tyre strategies. This one we've got Trappett on the mediums, Lansdale on the softs, Breeder on the softs, O'Shea on the mediums, Harcourt on the mediums, Shepherd who just made a move into 5th on the softs. Oh, he's got rear damage as well, so he must have picked up some damage either in turn 1 or coming through Ascari from someone. So that may have to get looked at. Obviously we are checking turn 1. Here no one has to submit any incidents for turn 1 because everything will be looked at. So we don't need to really worry about that one. As I said, Harcourt on mediums. We got Kosterok on the softs, Taylor on the softs, Patas on the mediums. He's jumped up into 9th after not having the best qualifying lap. So I'll be waiting to see on where he can push through the field. So we'll wait and see for that one. We got Milky here on the mediums, Old Man on the mediums, Calypso on the mediums, Campbell on the mediums, and Blackman on the softs. Blackman's got some rear damage too, so I wonder where that picked that up. It's really early to pit for damage. But if that was me, I'd pit and get that damage off because it's such a high-speed track. You really need all the speed you can get for this one. But at the moment, Trappett's still carrying that 1.7 second gap there. 1 lap in the safety car is complete. That is correct, mate. That is definitely correct. That fantastic looking Trackstars Racing Series Nissan safety car. Welcome, Nismo. Good race there, mate. Top 5 in F2. Solid race there. Obviously, you know, we haven't seen you up the front much, but having you come in at P5, that's a solid work there. And actually makes you mains eligible as well. So, yeah. Trappett getting not too bad of a run there. He's actually gained a bit of time there over Lansdale. Coming through with the Filio there. Lansdale must be running a really low car. Sparks flying in. Keeping them at bay, but the problem is the tyre model got changed in the last update, same as the handling for the formula car, which made the F2 car about 2 seconds a lap slower, believe it or not. But yeah, you'd be surprised on how much different the mains car is to the F2 car with the 40 kilos of ballast that we put on the car. So if anyone obviously hasn't played around with ballast and stuff like that, it can actually be moved around the car. So you know you can put the ballast to the front, ballast to the back. But Lansdale, really bad run there through Sky, and he's being hounded by Breeder. Trappett's out to an early 3 second lead, while these guys are on softs. So I don't know if the softs are kind of paying off. Shepherd's dropped back to 6th. Harcourt's having a really nice run here in 5th. He's got Shepherd on the back of him though, but Shepherd is carrying damage, as I said earlier, so I'll be really curious on where that damage came from. Costa Rock's doing a nice job there in 7th. Where is Patasso? Patasso's dropped down to 13th. Okay, Blackman's just pit for damage, so he's kept the softs on. Same set, he hasn't changed them, he's just fixed his damage, so that's well and good. Patasso's had a massive off somewhere. Not too sure where that happened, but really not ideal for him there. Hounding the back of Calypso. Campbell, I'm really surprised Campbell's down the order here. Breeder. What happened to Breeder here? See if I can catch them. Oh, got really early. Got on the power there pretty early, and it just spat him wide. It's bound to happen though. He's dropped back to 7th. He's got front aero damage. That's really surprising here. Shepherd's up into 4th. He's past Harcourt. Yeah, I think Shepherd's doing a pretty good job here at the moment, considering that re-aero damage. You know, I think if you wanted damage, you would kind of want it on the rear. You wouldn't want it on the front. So he's really sucking into his overtake here. He's got less than half a tank. Trappett's out here to a 3.5 second lead. Currently fastest lap with a 1:29.2. Lansdale with a 1:29.6 with the WTCR races. So fun fact, Taylor is on a controller. As far as I know, Milky's on a controller. Campbell is on a controller, but he uses the motion. So when you hold the controller up, and then you turn it like left and right and stuff like that in the actual motion, it turns the car, which I could never get my head around on how he uses it or how people use it. That's actually pretty crazy. And as far as I know, Costa Rock as well used to, if not still does. So I think he is on a wheel. But yeah, it's just I did fix the settings back up, Brian, to have it at 2 times overtake usage. So last week I marked up one of the settings and I only had it at default, so I only had like however much. So this time they'll have double of them out. So I think it's a lot better having it at 2 times. Makes it a little bit more interesting. Trappett exceeding track limits there a little bit. Could keep that up, sir. You'll get a penalty. Does a 28.9. He's currently flying. I'm curious to see on how long these tyres are going to last in this new update, because they've really, these latest updates have really played with tyre models and all that kind of stuff. So before they wore quite heavily, and now they're not, you know, essentially kind of wearing at all. But you know, the F2 race, if I wanted to, I was going to run to the end on softs, but obviously I'll get disqualified for not using the correct tyre. But yeah, exactly. It gives it a bit more freedom with using it. Not only that, it lasts for more than a lap. So yeah, you can have kind of 2 or 3 laps to use it. Makes it a little bit better for the lads and using it and whatnot. But the next thing that will come into play with this being 43 laps is the strategy. I don't know how long those mediums last on main series. Obviously they are lighter than the F2, so the tyres won't wear as much. So these guys are sitting at 600 horsepower and 639 kgs. I'm pretty sure, or it's somewhere around that. So yeah, it's 639 horsepower, 600 kgs. Well, yeah, it's around that mark. But yeah, the 40 kilo ballast difference actually makes quite a lot of difference. Campbell's coming under pressure here from Patasso. Battle here for 10th. It's just getting a little bit spicy. Campbell runs up the inside of Old Man here, or Patasso nearly hits the back of him there. Both on the medium tyres, so Old Man just hangs out wide, gives Patasso the position. Not going to fight it, he can see that he's quicker. But Patasso as well, he's only done a 30.1, sorry. So he's not as on the pace as what it would be with Trappett, which is quite interesting because normally we see Patasso up the front. Trappett, 2-second difference in lap times. So we'll notice here as well, a lot of these corners are left-handed, so that right front tyre is going to hardly wear for these guys. Lansdale's doing a solid job here in P2. You can see that tyre wear difference. So that left rear and left front have worn quite a lot more than the right front, but the left rear is the main one. Obviously, you know, the high speed corners going through Ascari, Parabolica, and then this run down here on the way to Variante della Roggia. So yeah, so they're going through Curva Grande. You know, high-speed left-hander, Ascari's high-speed left-hander, Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2 are high-speed left-handers, so everything's left-hand, putting a lot of stress on that left rear tyre. So yeah, it's going to wear quite a lot, which will make a lot of difference once it starts to wear and they start to lose grip. Mate, I might have got it mixed up, but we make it sound right. You don't stop and pause, you just got to keep margin 2. But the front two guys really gapped O'Shea. So Trappett's the only one in the 28s. Lansdale and Trappett are both in the 29s. And O'Shea, Shepard's done a 29, but the other guys are sitting on 29s. But to be fair, Shepard is carrying a bit of damage, so that's going to hinder him a little bit in the long run. But yeah, it's interesting. But as I said earlier, the strategy is going to come into play. Look, Brian, as I said, I may have mucked it up, but we just got to keep pushing through. I was talking a whole lot of left-hand tyres and right-hand corners and got my right hands mixed up with my left hands and my left hands mixed up with my right hands, but We move, mate. We move. We just have people like you that point it out, just like you pointed out the Trappett point situation with the ETH racing situation. So. Tasso's lost position. Oh, he's done a 137, so he's having a war of the worst at the moment in that number 32 Mercedes racing car. I know you're messing with me, but look, I get my Lesmos mixed up with my Degners and my lefts mixed up with my rights, but you know, as I said, make it look like you know what you're talking about, and people will think you're right. So I ain't no Adam. But we try. Spud, sorry, not Spud. Pitasso looked to be really struggling there through sector 2. He was 4.5 tenths up on his 130.0, and then he was no less than a tenth up. So he's struggling quite a bit through the second section there through the Lesmos and Variante della Roggia. So maybe he's not running kind of any downforce or anything like that. And he goes 3 tenths down. So yeah, it's quite interesting what's going on here with Pitasso. So this gap is up front. 3.4. Lancell's really keeping Trappett at bay here. Lancell's putting in a very solid performance. I think he's going to be one of the next drivers to watch up and coming. He wasn't kind of showing the pace in F2. You know, I was on the softs and he was on the mediums, and I was gaining like a second lap to him, but you know, it's yeah, he's certainly showing the pace here. Looks like he's really favouring the main series car compared to the F2 car. First of the lap runners, to jump in the pits to change tyres. He goes from the mediums onto the softs. This is an interesting strategy. You've really got to watch out on the pit entry, sorry, the pit exit line. You don't cross it, you'll get a 3-second penalty. And also the cars merging. Yeah, Lenzo proving half of the field should probably be in the form of the track stars. That's correct. I think that's true, Dallas. But you know me, I'm just hanging back in F2 and streaming for you. So you know, I'm quite happy doing this. But yeah, obviously, you know, I will sub in if I need to. Probably if I was gonna sub in for a race, I would have liked it to be this one. But that's all cool. We move. But it'd be good to see Curry. I know Curry's watching, but Curry should race main series. It'll be good to see it. As you would have seen, I'm taking recognition for Curry's win because I called him before the race, and if I didn't, you would have missed it. Shepard's jumping in here now. He's getting rid of those softs, so he'll change onto either the medium or the hards. More than likely the medium, so we're on a soft, medium, soft stint, or in John's eyes, soft. And then he'll fix that damage too, get rid of the damage, and then start punching in some laps to try and close down. So yeah, he's jumped onto the mediums. We've got Breeder in the pits as well. I can't catch it because everyone goes past. So Breeder's onto the mediums too. Tasha on the back of Campbell here. Can he pass him coming into Variante della Roggia? He goes around the outside here, going around Curva Grande. Oh, it gets past him here. Now he's going to challenge the back of Trappett in Harcourt. I know the dirty air was really bad in F2. I don't know how bad it will be here. Java. That's funny. That's funny. But yes, that is true. If anyone is here, last year when we ran the formulas at Monza, Trappett, Woodsy, who's Dan Wood, which is the Formula Track Stars champion in 2022, and as far as I'm aware, it was O'Shea. They all ran to the end on a no stop, so they didn't stop for tyres, didn't stop for fuel. They just ran all the way to the end. So yeah, so all three cars did get penalised. But yeah, that is a good point. Red light on John's hoop. Yeah, he has used quite an outstanding amount of overtake. He's less than a quarter, and he's using more of that overtake. We got Curry in the background. I knew you'd get a bite. And the 86 series on Thursday, sorry. It was obviously unfortunate there that you didn't get a win. You know, you deserved it, but on to next week. We are branching out into iRacing. Yeah, you also selected first. I think that was that not Pat last year? I'm certain that was Pat. Either that or Pat's wheel wasn't connected or something happened, but I'm certain Pat was involved in one way or another with that one. Lansdale's setting some really solid pace here. Yeah, that's what it was. Touring cars. I couldn't remember whether it was formulas or this, but Pat did cause a start line havoc here at Monza. Yeah, I knew it was one of them. I do remember it with a passion because I was like right behind him, or I was coming through the mid pack. But yeah, I was involved in it. But Lansdale's starting to pull some time back into Trappett, but the wind hasn't really changed direction so far. But yeah, as I was saying, we do have our GR86 series on iRacing on Thursday nights. Lobby opens at 7 o'clock. Qualifying for the first race is at 7:50. This week we are at Okayama. We were at Tsukuba last week. Okayama this week. And then our last round, I believe, is at Oran Park. So it's a good series. I really enjoy it. We do have some other series coming up, and we do have a couple of main series drivers included in that. But yeah, it's Curry does deserve more gratitude. He does. He's a very good driver. I have a lot of respect for Curry, and I have met him in real life. I met him at the 12 hour, and yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting to say the least. The 12 hour was. Park is the grand final. We've got Costa Rock here up in 4th place for the ice racing group in the number 55. So he's doing a really good job. We haven't really seen much of Costa Rock lately. If there's anyone new to the stream, Costa Rock is Caban's. So yeah, he's racing up in the top end. Yeah, top driver, top bloke, 100% mate. I've got a lot of respect for Curry. He's a solid man, and try his homebrew. I'll just give you that. You need to try his homebrew if you ever meet him. We've got Trappett here punching in some quick laps. He's got no damage now and he's thought, this is my time to shine. Yeah, I'd more than likely aim for a one stop if I was Costa Rock. I think that's what Lansdale was trying to do as well. Maybe O'Shea, Trappett. I'd say probably the first 5, if not 6 cars are aiming for a one stop. Actually, I think Harcourt's pit already. Yeah, I'd say Costa Rock's going for a one stop, O'Shea's going for a one stop, Lansdale and Trappett, I'd say they're all going for a one stop. So, you know, it's potential with the new tyre model, but he's in good positioning at the moment to perform that one stop. Whether or not you go into the mediums or the hards. See you this year, mate. I'm officialing this year. Thank you very much. Worst case, I come see you on the Monday or the Tuesday. I'm not officialing till Thursday, and I'll be up there for Monday. So we'll see how it goes. If not, it'll be the 12-hour next year. Curry's pretty great. He is, at least. He is. Good racer, good bloke. Me and him together are like spaghetti and meatballs. We go pretty well together. Watch out, Megan. Megan, sorry, not Megan. My apologies. Shepard's making some time back here on Costa Rock. I'm just curious to see if Shepard will make it to the end on those tyres. Lap 17 of 43, just clicked over to 18. Not quite halfway, we're nearly halfway. Patasa's up into 7th. He's definitely more than likely trying to go for a one stop, considering he had a shocker of a start. Oh, runs really deep there into Variante de Filio. It's not hard to do either. I did it once or twice in my race, and I'm certain that that everyone else would say that they've run wide on a couple of occasions. Harcourt's in the red as well for his overtake. John's out of overtake. John is out of overtake. That is probably not what you want. That's definitely not what you want, considering Trappett has a full tank. Johnny boy, 18 laps of 43 and you're out of overtake. What are you doing? Calypso down here. Blackman in 13th. Old man in 12th. Maybe we might need to get Walker to give him some overtake. We've got Taylor down here in 11th. See if we can try and aim for a top 10 for Taylor. That'd be pretty good. Breed is coming back from injury as well. He did have a bit of an ankle injury or hand injuries. Yeah, it's good to see that he's back racing. We did miss him on the grid for a couple of weeks while he was off. He's got nearly a full tank overtake as well. Lansdale's used about a quarter and they're starting to lap the field too with, as Brian's saying, 26 laps to go. Thanks mate, because I'm very bad on my lap counters. I do believe it. No, it'll be 26. No, that was Rudsy. That was Rudd. He did his ribs and Ed did his ankle. At least I'll let you work out who's the spaghetti and who's the meatball. Trappett's out to 9 seconds now. Costa Rock jumping in. 25 to go. At the rate they're going with tyre wear, I think you can do a one stop. Run a medium soft. Brian, just because I got more hair than you, just because I've got more hair than you, don't be given none of that. Shepherd's up here into 4th, but as we said, he's out of overtake, but he's put in from 29, mid 29s, so... See my controller connected. Don't need a controller now that the keyboard functionality come in. It's great. It's a great thing. I love it. Pitasso's up into 5th place, so he's doing really well for this this recovery drivers. Lansdale jumps into the pits now. Half a tank of fuel. A lot of the boys have got half a tank of fuel. Lansdale's onto the medium. Zero comes out in regards to where Shepherd is. Lansdale's coming into 1 and Shepherd at 8, 7.5, 7 seconds-ish roughly behind. Yeah, Breeder does use a wheel and pedals. Walker into pits. I'd actually be interesting to keep my eyes on Kosterok here and where he comes out. I think he may be on for a decent result here. He's doing well so far. It's really good to see some drivers that are never usually kind of up the front that are running up the front, giving everyone else a good hand. You know, I was just thinking about that, Brian. They start on 90% and they're at 50, so they've only used 40% of the tank. And they're just about to go halfway, so they're on about. They'll have a couple of percentage to start. So Trappett's probably going to aim to go about lap 25-ish or so, and then jump in for softs, I'd say. Maybe 26-ish. I'm not too sure, but it's always good to try to see the different strategies that other people are using and whatnot with recovery drives and playing strategies and all that kind of stuff. As he's starting to lap Old Man and Blackman. So. Keeping on the blue flags here. Good work there, letting off by Old Man, letting Pat through. We'll just jump on board with Pat for a lap around this spectacular circuit. Hopefully he doesn't go into the pits. We'll just jump on board with Pat for a lap on this spectacular track. The Temple of Speed, as they call it over the way in, all the way over in Italy. Blackman has a really bad run out of there and ends up hitting the wall. Doing a replay of that. Runs wide through Lesmo 1. runs wide through Lesmo too. Nearly takes out Trappett in the process and hits the wall. So probably not what he wanted, but he can use that as a bit of a pit stop. So if that was me, I'd be jumping in, whipping a set of mediums on, and then running to the end, which is exactly what Trappett's done. He's lap 23 of 43. As far as I can think, it's 20 laps to go now. Now that he's crossed up to lap 24 of 43. Can confirm the tyres on the safety car are cold. You got a bit of tyre wear, mate. Are you cold, or the tyre, or the tyres cold? I do enjoy the replay feature quite thoroughly. It is quite good. Very much blue outlined on your screen. They're not blue outlined on mine. GT17s. It's great. Oh, Calypso and Blackman. Hopefully Blackman can keep it on the black stuff and have a bit of a drive back to try and pass old man up here. But I think the replay function as well as the keyboard functionality is quite advanced at the moment for GT7. It's actually fantastic because I don't have to go like this through the field. I can just go from like 1st to 13th by like 2 pushes of the button. So it's actually quite good. Something that GT7 really missed the mark on when it got launched, but. Yeah, it's good now. It's back though. It is a little bit buggy, but it's quite good. I enjoy. But just looking at this, O'Shea hasn't pitted. 8.6 seconds to Trappett, and he hasn't pitted. But then he's got Lansdale 6.5 behind me. John Shepherd punching in some laps, and he's really made some time back. So this is a fight for the podium here. Between John and Lansdale, but the only problem is the difference in overtake that they've got. Lansdale has nearly 3/4 of a tank, and John's got none. Yeah, Nismo, it's a lot better. You can kind of go back and see in the animations and just keyboards in general. It's a lot easier for me rather than zooming through the different grid like this. Like it was just messy before like that. Oh, here we go. We've got a battle on for 8th place between Klosterov, Breeder and Cam. Yeah, exactly right, Jarman. We do need a good result from Shepherd to regain some points. Not only that, I think he personally would like a good result for himself. He has had a bit of a poor running at the moment. You know, obviously under no fault of his own. Championship goes up and down, and you know that's racing. But I think himself would be good if he can get it on the move. But the dirty air is maybe going to be one of the things that he may struggle with. Following quite close to Lansdale, braking earlier, carrying speed through the corner and all that kind of stuff. So you kind of want to be in, arm's reach here. See, this point in time would be good if he did have some overtake, because then he could, use it to try and pass him down the straight. But yeah, as we all know, John does not have any overtake. Patasso is up here into place, but he hasn't pit yet either. Either is Harcourt, so Pitasso's on a solid recovery drive. At the moment, the only car in the top 5 that needs to pit is O'Shea, which he's doing currently right now. Actually, top 5 is also Pittasso. Yeah, so I'm very curious on Wade, I do believe he possibly pit, but it looks like he spun on lap 25. I do know that it is hard to be consistent on controller over Yeah, Aussie's been running roughly about 10th, 11th, quite currently for the majority of the race, and he may get a position back here after Campbell comes out of the pits, if he gets close enough. So we'll see Walker go past him. Keep an eye on where Aussie's on the warm tyres. Campbell is on the colds, so they are on 2 different compounds, so we'll definitely wait and see what's going on. But yeah, as you said, Jarman, not having overtake is going to make it extremely hard. He's in a bit of touching distance now, but you know, he tries to go for the overtake, and Lansdale will use the overtake to get back past him. Oh no! Oh, he's hit the wall there. A dirty air. Come in the dirty air. Oh, he got a ripple strip. That's very unfortunate there for John. I wonder if that's in enough time. Yeah, he's slapping. He's going to put some softs on. Where is Pittasso come out? O'Shea has passed Shepherd now. That's really unfortunate there for Shepherd. Still, I'd be happy with a 4th, considering. Really unfortunate there for Shepherd. Trappett's still out in front. He's got a 19.5 second lead over Lansdale. Trappett's the new Shane. Trappett's currently the Shane Van Gisbergen of Trackston. He's about to further extend that lead from O'Shea. Seconds from Lansdale to O'Shea, 13 from O'Shea to Shepherd, 2.5 to Pittasso, but Pitasso's, oh, he has pit. Then Harcourt down here in 6th, he's also pit. Costa Rock in 7th. Walker in 8th, Campbell in 9th. A little bit of a battle going on here for 9th place. Hopefully Calypso jumps out of the way for these guys. Campbell is coming off a podium. Should have been a win, but the game's the game, I guess, as they say. As Breeder's having a bit of a look down the inside here. Oh, he's made a deep move there. Oh no! What's going on here? Really deep under brakes. Oh, just slightly got tagged there from Campbell. Very unfortunate. Both of them have damage. Looks like there was a little bit of lag at play there. Obviously Campbell being in the US, and I think Breeder, I'm not good with flags, I think that's Sweden or some sort, Hungary or something or other like that. Brian, you're good with flags, mate. You can tell me what that flag is. That's not Sweden. Oh, that isn't Sweden. I'm just looking at it now. I'm like, that isn't Sweden. So yeah, there is a. I think there may have been a bit of lag at play there in that incident, but we'll wait and see on what happens on that one. Back up here. Potasso's on the back. Dutch, that's the one. Thank you. Thanks, Nismo. That's right, because we do say the Dutchman. And then obviously we've got the Belgian down here in Dublin. So, and then funnily enough, we've got Costa Rock, who's running under his Aussie account. Oh, he nearly puts it in the wall. That was a really good save there. He's running on his Australian account, but he does have a German one. Yourself off the floor. I'm glad I can make you laugh. I'm glad I can make you laugh there, mate. You know, as well as I do, I'm not good with my flags. And that just proves it. Shepherd here has had a bit of a run-in with Potasso. Potasso's going to be able to slow that. Breeder's still running with that damage there, which I'm very surprised he is. Brian's fun with flags, way more comedic value than Sheldon's fun with flags. I don't think I want to know about Sheldon and his flags. I just know Sheldon generally as a person, and yeah, the fact that you're comparing me to him, mate, thanks. Thank you very much. I'm glad that I can have some comedy here. Like to see me play GeoGuessr, mate. We should stream GeoGuessr one night, and you can see how horrendous I am at that game. $11 to go, and O'Shea has got 9.7 to Lansdale. Obviously, Lansdale is on the alternate strategy here to Trappett. Trappett's just blowing it out of the water at the moment. He's doing fantastically well. in that number 45 MSR machinery. Yeah, definitely. Well, he's 8 seconds to Old Man, but Blackman is on the mediums. And Old Man is on the soft, so I don't know how that may go in his pursuit. But we'll wait and see. We got Aussie here in 11th, sorry, Taylor in 11th, trying to hunt down Campbell. Both on the softs, both lapping roughly about the same time. Taylor's just on his PB lap on a 30.2 for WTC Racing. There's going to be a solid points haul here if Lansdale can hold the position there for the 787 WTC Racing car. I think we need to add a driver of the day there in Patasso too. You know, he started well down the back of the field. Had a couple of incidents. I think he was running last at one point. Yeah. So. He's gone into the red now with his overtake. Shepard's got no overtake. O'Shea's got just over half. Walker's coming into the pits now. I think this is going to be the PB finish for Costa Rock this year. Ah, 4 options out. That's all good. Harcourt's doing a stellar job in the number 22 Robert Sport racing car. Oh, Lansdale. Not what he wanted there. Try and catch that. Replays. It's great. Oh, it went really deep there into one. Got reset. On the gas too early. And spins it around. He's actually lost the place to O'Shea. Hopefully you can see us. Yeah, so he's come. Oh, and then he got spun again. Or Lansdale got spun. Yeah, wow, that's massive. There for Lansdale. Luckily he didn't pick up any damage, but look at this. He's within 2 seconds of Shepherd here. Shepherd's on a PB lap. .9 to Shepherd, so from Shepherd to Lansdale, sorry. Oh, John's gone purple with no overtake too. So back again. Oh, hang on, what's happened to Potato here? Looks like he had a bit of a shock and run through Parabolica there. Couldn't quite catch it. Shepherd's within 4/10. Yeah, look like a little bit of netcode there. We all know how GT7 and their netcode is. mean, that is a good point there, Jarman. Oh, question, can he pass him into one? Really struggling here with the no overtake. Fingers crossed, Jarman. Don't give him commentator's curse, please. Oh, he's on the run. Old man causing a little bit of havoc here. Oh, Lansdale spun. Oh no. Bit of reverse psychology here. Lansdale, they're both trying to get out of the way of old man, and rinse and repeat here for these two. Now Lansdale was the one to go round. Patasso's up into 4th. Hang on a minute here. What's going on with Patasso? He's on for a drive of the day. All John needs to do now is just kind of settle into his little rhythm and bring home a podium. That'll be good work here. Patasso lost a little bit of time there. See if I can catch it. Runs a bit wide. I think it was on the exit of Della Roggia chicane. Yeah, hit that sausage curb. No, I don't think Lenzo overheated his tyres. I just think he got the curb on the inside. That's all it was. It just kind of really unsettled the car. It's dropped him back to 7th. Oh, he's got damage too. See if I can catch it. Into the path of Trappett. Go back that far. Oh, was he run into there by Trappett? He was. Looks like Trappett's run into the back of him there, going into Lesmo 1. He's got some damage there, but I think he's got enough. Time up his sleeve to run to the end here without worrying about pitting that for that damage there. That was an interesting one. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we have blue flags. Kosterok's on for a PB here. Harcourt's on for a solid performance. Plus 45, it still only dropped a second. Lansdale's on the potential to drop to 8th here. Trappett's in. Lansdale's. Okay. Plenty of space. Yeah, that's it. 5 to go. No more safety car. No more safety car from the end. Fastest lap, maybe? Low fuel, new tyres, headwind, tailwind going down the main straight. Potential. Oh, I mean, he's got fastest lap anyway. He yanked it off John. Question is, can John catch O'Shea with 2 to go at the end of this lap? Petarso's dropped back. Battles going on. Blackman looks like he's spit again. Calypso letting Shepherd pass, which is well good on him. Got to come around Parabolica for the second last time. Lap 42 or 43. Trappett with a 22-second lead over O'Shea for the CP Motorsports car. Trappett's about to go 5 from 6 here. And the P fastest lap on lap 42 and 43. He's been untouchable this season. As I said, he's the Shane Van Gisbergen of the Formula Track Stars series this year. Except he doesn't have any broken ribs. Not that I know of anyway. But yeah, he's definitely showing some fantastic pace. He's, you know, pulling something. He's gone 4/10 faster. Shepherd's come in with a 27.6. Trappett's come in with a 27.7, but Trappett's 4/10 faster. They're both setting fastest laps with no overtake. These boys have just raw pace. Lansdale and Breeder battling for 8th and 9th. I'll cut back to Trappett just as he goes run. On the run here, down to Parabolica for the final time for round 6 of the Formula Track Stars Racing Series here. Trappett in the 45 gets another win for the Mash Buds Racing camp and extends that lead even further over O'Shea, who's 24 seconds back. Lansdale and Breeder come through in 8th and 9th. O'Shea rounding Parabolica for the final time. Trappett unluckily missing out on that fastest lap there. Well done to Shepherd for the P3, considering he's, you know, a bit of an up and down race that he had, spinning and whatnot. He's done a fantastic drive there. This is, for me, this is one of the standout drivers. Is the drive that Patasso's had. He obviously started from the back, had a bad qualifying, sets his personal best with a 28 dead on the last lap, and P4. So he gets a top 5 there. But Rusty, otherwise known as Harcourt, from Robbo Sport, comes home with a P5, mate. Solid performance there. That's a fantastic job. Kosterok in a battle here with Walker for 6th place. Oh, Walker around the outside. And he gets him on the run. Oh! Oh, Kosterok and Walker. Massive there. Kosterok did see that position there. So respect to him. Lansdale in 8th. Breeder in 9th. Campbell in 10th. Taylor in 11th. Old Man in 12th. Blackman in 13th. Calypso in 14th. And Jarmandalit in the Track Stars safety car, rounding Parabolica for his second and final time in the GDR safety car. You won't do a spin. Boo. But hats off to this man, Trappett, for that outstanding performance there. Once again, in that number 45. He's put a starfish on his racing suit. Brian, are you seeing this? He's done it. He's put the starfish on his suit. Pole position and the race win to Trappett for round 6 of the Formula Track Stars Championship. As we run through results here, as previously said, we've got Trappett in first with the 300 points there. O'Shea in second, Shepherd in third, rounding out the podium for the Eats Racing Esports car. Solid performance there for the 95 and the fastest lap as well. Patasso in fourth, Harcourt in fifth, Walker in sixth, Kosterok in seventh, Lansdale in eighth, Breeder in ninth, Campbell in 10th, Taylor in 11th, Old Man in 12th, Blackman, sorry, in 13th, Calypso in 14th, and Dallets in 15th. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is your round 6 of the Formula Track Stars Championship here from the very picturesque and high-flowing fast circuit of Autodromo Nazionale Monza. So Trappett doing some victory skids, obviously as welcome to. He's you know, done well there. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all she wrote for the Formula Track Stars for your lovely Sunday evening. Catch us next weekend, again here live on the Track Stars Racing Series calendar. We have the Formula 2 who's at Lago Maggiore, and Formula 3 for the San Marino Grand Prix. So main series get a week off. They will be back on the 7th of May from the spectacular Red Bull Ring in Austria. So that will be a one to watch. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining in. And big congratulations to Trappett and the number 45 MSR car. But until then, thank you for everyone else watching. Myself, Ryan Palmer in the commentary box, Jarman Dallas in the safety car, and everyone else watching along from home. Thank you and good night.